This is the Meta 1 month overview reading for the month of July 2023. It's currently May 23rd, 2023, 2:52 p.m. Eastern Time. Meta at the time of this reading is currently $247.72. That's USD. And the shuffle file for the July reading was created on May 7th, 2023 at 10:46 p.m. Eastern Time. That's this video right here. The overall theme and behavior, we have an improbable opportunity. This is a significant opportunity on probably like a year-to-date scale. It'll stand out amongst, it'll stand out as one of the better opportunities of the year. And it's crossed with the establishment of support with some sideways rotation followed by a fast sudden move higher. Looks like that takes place out of a trough. Behavior around the highest high, we establish support at a high, and behavior around the lowest low, we first rotate sideways, establishing support at the low, move have a prominent move higher, standing out on a multi-day chart, followed by the establishment of support at a higher level. Interesting. Before we go any further, let's take a look at the 1 year, see how we're doing thus far. All right, looks like we're off on the low, but this was one of the better opportunities here on the cusp of February, March to open up a long position. So we nailed that there was like a really important low here. It just didn't happen to be the lowest low. Lowest low was like first thing in the year. Sometimes that happens. When it's first thing in the year, it's like almost irrelevant. So it gives me like the next low. We also had off of the high. We had in April, off of the high, we had an opportunity to open up a long position, and then you see this big move to the upside. That's probably what that science card was all about. Looks like a cash out opportunity in the midst of some erratic behavior back and forth to the same price level. And then we have towards the end of the month of June, a highest high, most likely followed by a high and a low and some price swings here in July. So this is looking pretty solid, except for missing that lowest low first thing in January, but understandable why that would take place. What I would be looking to do is open up a long position around a low in July. We'll talk about that in a lot more detail in the paid version. Guys, if you're interested in the paid version, you get the paid version at our services tab on Tarot for Traders under SO Meta Posts. Click on monthly subscription, click here to order. And then you pick whatever ticker or crypto you're interested in. If you want multiple subscriptions, it makes sense to get the 250. That really supports the channel, guys. It's the best way to support the channel. And you get all of the paid information. We get into the best trades that we see from a multi-year standpoint, from a 1 year standpoint, and from a 1 month standpoint. Even some day trades, like on the 5th, there's a day trade we'll talk about in detail. So that's the paid version. Thank you to all of those of you that go ahead and do that. And looks like we have a completed shuffle file here. So on the first, we have 3 pokes through the same price level, followed by a sharp drop off of a third poke. To a trough, an important trough on a 1 month scale there early on or late on the 3rd, which is a half day, by the way. We have the 4th off on the 5th. There's quite a lot of price change there. There's a significant opportunity in the midst of that price change at a key resistance level that'll stand out on like a multi-day kind of chart. At the end of the day on the 5th, we encounter an important resistance at a lower level too. On the 6th, a rally starts early in the day in a trough, and we come up against a resistance level that's highlighted that we've come up against many times and failed to break through there on the 6th. An important crest on a 1 month scale there early in the day on the 7th, followed by a sell-off from that crest down to and through support. We do a U-shaped reversal below that support, come back and reuse it as support. And then it looks like on the 10th, we have what's most likely a location of a highest high. The Ace of Swords is another location that you're likely to see a highest high in a lot of cases. But the 10, we have a high probability of a highest high here. and the completion of a bullish trend there. On the 11th, we have sideways rotation. We have a prominent trough early in the morning that'll stand out on a 1 month scale, and we have sideways rotation or some tricky behavior that could cause like the wrong choices. It's kind of, prudence card is erratic. Prudence card is hard to determine, but it's just be careful, be mindful of what you're doing if you place trades on the 11th. There's nothing really advised to do as far as placing a trade on the 11th, however, here from the 1 month scale. On the 12th, we have a more sideways rotation and another prominent crest that'll stand out there. Looks like towards the end of the day on the 12th or early in the day on the 13th, we have a breakout to a key to or through a key resistance that's highlighted there on the 13th. On the 14th, we decline either overnight, there's a gap down, or we decline early in the morning, and that early morning decline or gap down is it ends with a fast sudden move higher towards the end of the day there on the 14th. Another notable trade opportunity that will really stand out on a multi-day scale. On the 17th, we likely have we have a decline that takes us to a support level we recently met before, and it looks like we may have a lowest low there. It's possible there's a lowest low there based on a couple of things like the double X ruin and the correlation to the wealth card there. Looks like a trough towards the cusp of the 17th, 18th is probably where that lowest low would be. And there's a U-shaped dip that forms near the intersection of two perpendicular diagonal trend lines there on the 18th, a trade opportunity that we'll talk about in the paid version. On the 19th, a rally that offers opportunity we'll talk about in the paid version, and another trough. So we probably go from a rally into a decline there on the 19th. With a prominent trough for the month again. On the 20th, the crest that we sell off from down through multiple support levels. Decline continues on the 21st, although it looks like we probably gap up on the 21st, and then we decline through multiple support levels again there on the 21st. Looks like there's a pretty notable gap up on the 21st or a move higher at the end of the day on the 20th. Erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level on the 24th. However, we do have a sharp drop within that period of erratic behavior around midday. An important resistance level highlighted on the 25th. Big move to the upside highlighted on the around the cusp of the 25th, 26th, and then a decline that increases with momentum moving forward in time there on the 26th. An important range on a multi-day scale highlighted on the 27th. It looks like it's to the upper end of a range, probably at the end of the day. We meet a key resistance. And then from that key peak at the end of the day or on the cusp of the 27th, 28th, where we meet that key resistance, there's a decline with consecutively lower spikes up on the way down throughout the 28th. And then on the 31st, we have a prominent peak that'll stand out, followed by a sharp drop that'll also stand out on a multi-day scale. A fake out, shakeout of some kind in August. When we look at the 1 year, it looks like a pretty sharp drop early in August, and we have that full card. So the decline that we see starting here in July probably continues into August based on that cross read and congruency with the full card. We'll talk about that in more depth in the paid version, guys. Thanks for watching. That's the meta reading for July 2023. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. Most importantly, make sure to follow that rule of karma, my friends. You do so here at the resources tab of our website, Tarot for Traders. The rule of karma is to take 5% of the profits from the information on this channel and pay it forward to one of these charities. You guarantee abundance mentality by doing that. And then take 5% of the profits from the information on this channel and pay it back to the channel. That creates gratitude, a mentality of gratitude. You need gratitude, and you need abundance mentality and gratitude, basically, to manifest what you want to manifest in the future. So combine those two. Make sure you spend that money out of love. You do that, my friend, and the universe is going to send it back to you tenfold through this channel. I'll see you guys on the next one.